Hello. Today's video I'm going to be showing you how to play paper football. This is an old classic, goes back many generations, and it involves the basic rules of real big American football, but on a tabletop using one of these. This is something you can do on a rainy day, and it's an easy way to remember the rules of real American football with obviously in a small area. The first thing you're going to want is you're going to want a table. So I'm just using my little drawing table here. That's why it's all dirty. It's got charcoal and stuff on it, but it's okay. I mean, it's smooth, no imperfections, and it's got two edges. So you're going to want to get a table like that. One person sits or stands on this side. One person sits or stands on that side. Then you're going to want to fold a paper football. In order to make your paper football, you're going to have to fold it like a flag. So if you're a Boy Scout, you have an advantage here. So you're going to fold it lengthwise once, twice, and then we start folding it down in triangles. Just come up here. You've made a triangle there, and you pull it down. You made another triangle, now pull it sideways. Make sure that you press on the crease. You made another triangle, now pull it down. It's just a series of making triangles by pulling sideways, pressing, then pulling down. Sideways, down. Then when you get to this part, this can be a little bit tricky. So I have too much. I don't have enough to be able to tuck into this slot, so I'm just gonna have to use a little piece of tape and tape that up. And then you have a paper football. Now that you've folded your paper football, let's talk about the rules real quick. They're pretty simple, but let's go over them real fast. Remember, there are two different ways to score. In this version of the game, at least. You can get a touchdown, or you can get a field goal. Okay? In this game, a touchdown occurs when the paper football hangs over the edge of the table. If it hangs over at all, that's a touchdown. The other way to score is to get a field goal. And that's when you kick the ball from the table through the other player's hands. They can put their hands up like this or like this. It kind of doesn't matter. They put them at the end of the table so that the other player has something to aim for. If the other player is able to kick the ball through the uprights, you get 3 points. That's for a field goal. Remember, a touchdown is worth 6 points, but there's a little something extra with a touchdown. Once you get the touchdown, you get the opportunity for an extra point. And that's the same thing as a field goal, where you're kicking it off the table through the uprights. But it's called an extra point because you only get 1 point if you get it in. But remember, it's just kind of like a little bonus. So you could get 7 points for getting a touchdown. But if you miss the extra point, then you get just the 6. Okay. So remember, the different ways to score: a touchdown worth 6 points, a field goal worth 3. And then you also can get an extra point after scoring a touchdown, so it makes your touchdown worth 7. Here's a little pro tip for you. Instead of kicking it off like this when you do a field goal or an extra point, I like to do this. I think it makes the ball go straighter, and that's really what we're looking for. Not distance, but straight. Another pro tip: don't flick with your hand sideways. Come over the top. That'll make it go nice and straight. Oh, and another pro tip: don't put your face directly behind the goalposts. Here's why. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a little bit of gameplay. One player starts off by kicking the ball. It's called the kickoff. You hang it off the edge, and you flick straight up, and wherever it lands is where the other team takes over. And they get 4 pushes to try to get a touchdown. 3, 4. Ooh, she kicked it too far. So I get to take the ball back about halfway. And now I get 4 chances to score a touchdown. 1, 2, 3. So you don't want it to go too far, but you want it to get it to hang over the edge. 4, touchdown. See? It's hanging over the edge. That's 6 points for me. After a touchdown, of course, we get to kick a field goal. Or it's an extra point. So if you get it in, it's worth 1 point. The other player puts their goalposts up with their fingers, and from halfway, I try to kick it through. Did I get it in? I think I missed it, so I'm stuck on 6 points. But now it's my turn to kick off to them, because I just scored. Okay, so now they take over there to try to score. 1, 2, 3. Now here's an interesting rule. After 3, you get a choice to try to go for that touchdown still. Or you could try to kick a field goal for 3 points. So what they're going for, she's going to kick. So I'm putting it up, and from there she gets to try to kick it through. She got it in, so that's 3 points. So now it's 6-3. I'm winning. And now, because she just scored, she kicks off to me, hangs it over the edge, flicks it high. Ooh, did not go very far. So 1, 2. I don't want to push it over the edge, because then I give the ball to her. 3, touchdown. That's 6 more points, so now I have 12. Now I'm going for the extra point, which I get. So now I'm winning 13-3. The game goes on like that. So there you go. That's the basic rules of paper football. If you have any other questions, I mean, you can find tons of resources on the internet about how to play. If you want more advanced rules, there's definitely opportunities for that. Again, it's a great way to remember the rules of football, and a great activity to do when it's kind of just a rainy day and you're looking to be competitive with a friend or a brother or sister or something. Have a good one.